welcome back to my channel. I have another collection video for you all because I got a lot of positive feedback from my boot collection video and I wanted to film another type of collection video, and this is my makeup palette collection. And I actually got the idea from Rachel, or I call it Ambrosia, but I know her username is just her full name now because YouTube made an option where you can use your full name as your username. I will link her in the down bar, but you guys probably know who she is. She is amazing. I have never laughed so hard before when watching just a simple like makeup tutorial, haul, or like favorites video. She never fails to make me laugh or to smile, and hopefully she doesn't mind me doing this video because she uploaded her makeup palette collection video a couple weeks ago, and after watching that a couple times, I knew I wanted to film it for my channel, so that's what I'm doing right now. I just want to show you guys all of my makeup palettes, which ones I use the most often and how I use it. I have a lot of palettes from all different brands like Urban Decay, MAC, Inglot, Stila, so I just can't wait. So let's get started. So this is typically how I store my palettes. I use these envelope storage office things. You can find them at any office store or like Target, Walmart, or a container store. I think this is the perfect way to store your palettes because sometimes makeup palettes can be bulky, but I think storing them in these envelope storage things make the palettes compact and easier to find and store and just look a lot better in your collection. So the first one that I have is the original Naked palette, and you guys already know what this looks like. This is my baby. I can't live without my original Naked palette. And you guys know what the colors look like. It's just an amazing palette. Highly, highly recommend it. My favorite colors have to be Sin, these two matte colors right here, Half Baked and Smog. I can create some nice golden looks and then some nice neutral looks for school using this palette. So that's why it's in the front, because I always seem to reach for it the most. Then I have the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and I like this palette, not as much as my original palette. I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with this palette because some days I really, really love it, and other days I'm just like, I am not a big fan of it. But this palette offers a lot of beautiful cool tone neutral colors. I think the Naked 2 palette and the original palette are very different because they offer different shades of colors. This is what the Naked 2 palette looks like. Again, some of my favorite colors include Verve, Pistol, Suspect, and Snake Bite, and then of course Half Baked at the end over there. And then I love Foxy as a matte highlighter shade. So I use this palette a lot. I just feel like the colors aren't as pigmented as the original Naked palette. I don't know, that's just my thoughts on this. Then I have my two MAC palettes that I custom made, and I did not buy all of these shadows in like one shopping trip. I've been collecting MAC eyeshadows for I think 3 years now, and I completed one MAC palette, and that's like my neutral palette. Then my second palette is not complete. It contains more of the colorful shadows, or like the shadows that I don't use most often. The neutral palette is the palette that I use the most often, and I like MAC eyeshadows. I think I like Urban Decay eyeshadows and Inglot eyeshadows more than I like MAC eyeshadows, but I still use my MAC palettes, especially the neutral palette. So I'm just going to show you guys my MAC palettes and run through the colors briefly. I don't want to spend too much time on them, but if you want to see a whole separate video on my MAC palettes and like what colors I think are essentials for anybody's palettes, let me know because I would love to film a separate video on that. So this is what my neutral palette looks like. Creamy Bisque right here, which I believe was the limited edition color. I have Rice Paper here, which is a really versatile color for your lid or for your highlighter shade. Naked Lunch, All That Glitters, which is a perfect champagne color. Then I have Patina Satin Taupe, which is a must-have. It's a true taupe color, great for the crease. Then I have Tempting, which is a sparkly brown color. Woodwink, which is a beautiful gold color. Then I have Goldmine Saddle, which is a really pretty matte brown color. And then this is Sumptuous Olive. It's a really pretty green color. Then this is Stars and Rocket, which is a nice burgundy cranberry color. Then Mythology, which is a sparkly copper. Then I have Mulch, which is a deep brown color. And then I have Sable over here, and I love this color. It's a really pretty dark burgundy brown color. I love to use it in my crease or outer corner. It's really pretty. So those are all of my neutral eyeshadow. And my other MAC palette is not complete. I don't use these colors as often because I'm not really into colorful eyeshadows. I actually was really, really into colorful eyeshadows when I first started makeup. Like that's all I used to wear. But now that I'm a little bit more educated in makeup, I just stick to the neutral eyeshadow. So I just have some random colors. These two neutral colors over here, my grandma actually gave them to me because they were in her collection. She didn't want them, so I just depotted them. This yellow color is called Gorgeous Gold. Then this light pink is Pink Venus. And then this coral color is called Pear Disco. I actually wear this color a lot in the summertime, so I guess this is like my most worn color in this palette. Then this is Handwritten. This is Cork. I have Parfait Amour, which is a really pretty blue purpley color. Beautiful Iris. Then I have Shimmer Moss, and this is Humid. And then this color is Swimming, which is a sparkly light green color. I have Satellite Dreams, which is a true dark purple. And then this is Idolized. So that is my colorful MAC eyeshadow palette. Then I have one more of these envelope holders filled with some more makeup palettes. So in front I have this 3 eyeshadow Inglot palette that I custom made back in April. This is like my most used Inglot palette. It features that nice champagne eyeshadow color, a nice taupe, and then a nice dark sparkling rust color. So I can create such a nice completed eyeshadow look that is great for like school or for daytime. So I really like this palette. That's why it's front and center. Then I have another one of my most used Inglot palettes in the front, and this is like my recent addition to my Inglot collection, and I custom made this back in the summer, and these feature more of the golden eyeshadows, which I love. So that's what that looks like. And then I have another Inglot palette, and this was the first palette I custom made back in the city, I believe like last year this time, maybe even a year and a half ago. I don't know, but it was my first time at Inglot, and I just picked out a whole bunch of colors. I actually had help from one of the employees, which made my first time a little bit easier because I was extremely overwhelmed. So I picked out all of these colors. I have this really pretty like white color, but it has like hints of pink in it. I have this light shimmery color, and this is really sparkly. I have another rust color. It kind of looks like that other rust color, but they are different. Then I have this really pretty like gunmetal silver. It almost looks purple. I really like this, especially for the nighttime if I want to smoke out my look. And then I have this really pretty forest green. I love to use this on my lower lash line as like a pop of color. So that's how I like to use these colors. I'm definitely going to try to incorporate this in my look more often because the colors are really pretty and different. It's my first Too Faced palette and my only Too Faced palette, and I got this for my birthday, and this was limited edition. This is the Summer Eye. Colors are really pretty. I'm just not a big fan of the formula. I should use this palette more often, but the 3 colors that I like the most and use the most are these top 3 right here, and that's what I did a tutorial on. One good thing about these Too Faced palettes, I love the packaging. They're really small and compact. And then speaking of packaging, this palette certainly does not have a small and compact packaging. This is my Stila Dream in Full Color palette, and this was part of the holiday 2011 collection. Love Stila eyeshadows. I think they're so pigmented, so creamy, and they offer a huge variety of colors, and pretty much all the colors are in this palette. The colors are all beautiful, and they have every shade if you want like more of a colorful look, if you want more of a neutral look, more of like a warm tone look. You have everything right here, and then you have one of my favorite colors right here in the middle called Kitten, and then you also have some blushes. With this palette came like a little lookbook, like a little like guide to all of the colors, because palettes like this can be really overwhelming. Sometimes like I just don't know what colors to use, so this is extremely helpful. I seriously almost forgot to mention my newest addition to my palette collection, and that is the Lorac Pro Palette, and I got this for Christmas. Santa Claus brought me this, and I have been using it ever since, and I'm still experimenting with all of the beautiful eyeshadows, coming up with different looks, and I can't wait to film some tutorials with this palette, so stay tuned for that. The best part about this palette is you get all of these matte eyeshadows, and then you get all of these shimmery eyeshadows. So it's the perfect balance. This palette is perfect for me and perfect for those who likes a whole smorgasbord of eyeshadows, and these are all neutral eyeshadows, which is great. So I just wanted to include some drugstore palettes to show you guys that at the drugstore you can still find amazing palettes or even quads that are the same formula and same quality as high-end palettes, and they are half the price. It seems that like only palettes are from high-end brands, but definitely check out drugstores and you will be surprised with all the products that they have to offer. I consider these palettes because there are 10 eyeshadows in it, so I think 10 eyeshadows equals a palette. And these are the Wet n Wild Color Icon palettes, and these are like only $4 at the drugstore. Highly, highly, highly recommend these palettes. I'm wearing this palette on my eyes right now, and this is called Comfort Zone. This is such a pretty neutral eyeshadow palette for all those neutral eyeshadow lovers out there like me. And then some other colors in the collection include Petal Pusher, which has all of these beautiful purple shades. I love the look of purple eyeshadows, but I don't want to buy an expensive purple eyeshadow palette and then never use it. The other color that I have is Blue Had Me at Hello, and I don't use this one as often because it features all of these bright blue eyeshadows, but if I do use it, I use it for these silvery shades right here, and then it has this matte black, which is great for like the nighttime and smoking out your eyeshadow looks. So I showed you guys all of my palettes in my collection. Hopefully you did enjoy this collection video just like you enjoyed my boot collection. If you have any other collection video requests, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I hit over 4,000 subscribers. I am extremely happy right now. I am determined to make 2013 the year of my beauty channel. I am just gonna make my channel bigger and better for you all, and I just can't wait, and I just am so thankful for all of the support. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.